Hey everybody, I hope everybody's well. I'm well and I'm much better because I'm home for today. Had a crazy day. Really, I didn't have a crazy day. I really didn't do anything. I had one court appearance and I swear it was in another county and it did take longer than I expected it to. And my young man did get sent off to a residential treatment facility for 6 to 9 months. But he is a hot mess, and he suffers from a little white privilege. He's just a spoiled, white young man, and he suffers from white privilege. But I guess that doesn't work when your white parents are sick of your ass, and they, was happy for his ass to go away for a while. It's still a little sad because I really, really enjoyed speaking with him and laughing with him and everything. And he was a good rapper to be, he was pretty good, y'all. So we listened to some of his music and just chill and hang out, But I wish him well, and I think that's going to be good for him. I also had another court appearance today, but I didn't make it because this one took longer than I thought, and the other one was like 45 minutes away from this one. And one was at 1 and one was at 2, and I didn't leave the other one until 3:30, so I knew I wasn't going to make it to his in time. But he was on the run for a while. We let him out like 3 weeks ago. About a week after we let him out, he cuts his band off and he runs away, and he just now shows back up. So he had court today. I'm not going to feel so bad. I think he needs a moment to just sit with himself, and get a perspective on his life. That's what he needs to do. And he's not going to be going anywhere, so I'll know where to find him at for at least a couple of weeks before they send his ass off, because he's probably going to go off as well. But that's not even what I came to talk to y'all about. Before all of that, this morning I went to the nail shop, and they said that they opened at 9:30. They didn't get there to 10. Strike one. You know what I mean? And then I get in there, and this one little girl now, she seen me sitting out there. She want to try to beat me to the door. Okay, little girl, whatever. I'm not even in the mood for you right now. It was just me, and then it was me, and then it was her, and so that was cool. But then about 5 more ladies showed up. So I guess the lady who was doing my nails, because it was only 2 people there, and that's not my problem. She got a little nervous, and she wanted to give me subpar service. She felt like she could give me subpar service, and I was like, this motherfucker tripping or what the fuck, right? And I spent like $80 to get my nails done, close to $80, because I like to get the mold changing nail polish, and I like to get my toes and my fingernails done. So I'm spending like $80 to get this service, and she gave me subpar service. So for the first time, right, I did not leave a tip, y'all. I did not tip this lady, and I felt some type of way about that, because I'm used to tipping. I've taught my kids to tip. Me and my husband, we tip. I even tipped when the service was fucked up. I've tipped anyway, because I don't want to be part of that stereotype. They think that we don't tip, which is not true, but I never want to be a part of that. And if I feel like sometimes, they may need the money or whatever, but I feel like this now, if you need the money, then you will do a good job, and so I made a resolution, and from this day forward, you don't give me good service, you get no tip, period. You get no tip. I'm tired of reaching in my pocket, which my money is up here. This is my pocket, y'all. I'm tired of reaching in my pocket to give you a tip, because you don't deserve, especially when you don't deserve one. Right? If you don't deserve one, from this point forward, you will not be getting one. Because what I'm not going to teach you, and what I tell my kids, is that you are not to be rewarded for bad behavior. You are not to be rewarded for that. Tips are extra. They're not something that you get just because. No, that's not how none of this works, right? If you give bad service, then the way that I can express that to you is not leave you a tip. And that is what's going to be going on from this day forward. Okay, that's just how I feel about it. I feel that way. If you are in the service industry and you want a tip, expect a tip, then I expect good service. And if you were consistent with good service, you would never have to worry about not getting a tip, not unless you just run across a complete asshole. But most people want to tip you for your service and your time, and if you do a good job. But no more. That's done. That is done. I work hard for my money too. I work hard for my money, and you're not the only place in town that does nails, and I will not be back just for that. I will not be back. So you have to understand that you may not get a tip, but you may lose a customer, someone who's willing to spend their money there if you don't give them good service. So you get to make the decision, and I guess she made it, if she knew it or not. And that's really all I wanted to say. I was just venting. I don't know how you all feel about tips, but leave your comments in the comment section and we could talk about it. But yeah, from this day forward, if you don't give me good service, you get no tip. Okay?